2, 1. We agree with side government. You are one individual. Whatever it is you do probably does not get to all the big changes that either side wants. So if that was true, the entire debate starts at DLO because none of the material coming from PM and DPM works insofar as they are outcome independent on the hope of change. So if they want to use the response that they are just one individual, then government can equally get all extended benefits they say in their constructive. What did we equally say in our constructive that government with literally nitpicks? What we tell you is that each and every concession that you do slices in your progressive stances precisely because you think the extent of change you get is only in what is likeliest to happen. Not a single happy progressive individual has ever thought of that precisely because you just end up becoming a moderate at the end of the day. And DLO tries to start her speech with saying that, oh guys, the progressive left has been disheartened and disappointed. So why do we keep choosing to be continually miserable? You keep telling us that we can't make change as a single individual, but at the same time, guys, this person is more happier because they create change in their side. Please, Aj, are you really listening to what they're saying? Pick a side. Are we low impact or does our vote actually matter? If what we vote for is worth for shit, and does it, kasi isa tao lang tayo, we are left in a vote we don't like with policies that were met or that we are even sad with. You are continually miserable at the point of compromises, and the whole point of compromises is literally leaving you unsatisfied but enough to fit the bare minimum. In ours, we gave you a means to be happier. We choose consistency with ourselves, and heck, you might even get into communities and meet people that will help you feel supported. Even if our vote doesn't matter, as for Jaron's extension, you are at the very least aligned with yourself, aligned with your ideals, and people can't call you out for being wrong. Even then, and if our vote actually matters, because they're kind of inconsistent with it, then yeah, we make bigger communities, we create bigger change, and we allow people to be more aware of what is happening. Because change doesn't happen in one day. Yeah, we fully agree with that. It happens in small increments through discussions, awareness, and social movement. This is why their idea of telling us that, oh, no, discussions, debates, and people talking about it online, it's a bad place because Facebook sucks. No, it is a place where people are getting more and more aware of the problem, and Facebook marketplace or Facebook people fighting there is not the only place that discussion happens. Some rebuilding. This debate is about the opportunity cost of trade-off and support. The actor here, a progressive Filipino voter and who they should support, the reason we need to make that choice and can't do both is because of scarcity of time and capacity and resources. So it's in the progressive individual's interest to principally align with someone you resonate with, as it is aligned with the change that you want. This change can be big or small, but the nuance to support is that it is not outcome dependent on winning, ladies and gentlemen. And Op tries to have their cake and eat it too, because they claim that you can support your values and at the same time not support these values. Yes, that is true, but the nuance to protest candidate is the intersectionality point Joseph told you about, how they represent minorities and also the degrees of intersection between a lot of these social movements. And in government's case, they tell us that, oh, we should choose better poisons because even if it's limited, we have to choose the better poison so we can make change. But guys, I'm assuming as an average Filipino voter that you're adults now, or at the very least, we're aware of our voting rights. We have 12 votes for the Senate, guys, and more often than not, you choose 2 or maybe 4 candidates that kind of align with you, and the other 8 are likely to be random, abstain, or familiar names we see. This is important as it tells you that if there are people you are willing to compromise for, sige, you can do it. But you can also do both and leave 1 or 2 votes of those to people that are less worse, or people that are the people that just realign with you and make you feel supported and that you think is best for the place, and you can keep doing that support without having to compromise on those lesser poisons that is so important in government side, because it is not limited in their side. We can have it too. Rebuttals also, other rebuttals, the push from government whip is about how you can support these ideas without voting that candidate because they will never win. We think that this perception comes from the fact that you look at the results as a sole metric to measure the worth of a candidate. We told you that this debate is more than voting, it's about supporting. They said, you can support them without voting, but on in government, you do not do both can. You do not vote. You do not support. This does a host of harms to you as the actor, to the protest candidate, and also the ideology that you stand for. The case of government is outcome dependent on that change and hope that the other more popular, less progressive, big popular candidate will forward what you want. So some are weighing, why is our case better than government's case? I'll give you two main metrics. One, likelihood. Two, consistency of principle. So likelihood of change, something that they are so important in government. They say that change only comes from voting the people that is at least somewhat agree with you, because there is a 0% chance for you to win. I think government looks at change one-dimensionally. It only looks that change can only happen legislatively. But here in opposition, we believe change comes from social movements, putting certain people on the spotlight, creating sparks of discussion. That's where our change happens, and I'll take your POI before 6. Go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, POI, go. Yes. None? Okay, wait, sorry, is there an audio? Hello, sir. Wait, pause, my audio's not working. Say it again, sorry. Sorry. Oof, it's just lagging. Hello, sorry, wait guys, my Discord is like, pause, time out. Discord's like exploding right now. Hello? Sorry, I didn't get to hear the POI because it lagged. Did it pause? In my time it's 6:10, I paused it there. Hello? Sorry. There's no audio. Can you use that mic instead? Or... Jared. Dude, your audio's not working. Wait, I'll be back. Can you use this? So fast, sorry. Hello, can I be heard now? Okay, sorry, so sorry guys, I disconnected. Well, no, sorry, the audio disconnected, and I think it's just like I don't think that should be happening.
Okay,
sorry, what's the time that you heard?
I think let's have the POI, and then I'll restart the time. Currently, I have it on 6:05.
6:05. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Sorry. You can say the POI, and then I'll start my timer too. Go.
Okay, so we clearly illustrated a while ago that support happens as well on our side, even not through voting. You can campaign, you can do the grassroots movement with a candidate. That's perfectly fine on our side as well. We're very clear from this first.
No, that's the problem. You guys are taking like a soft stance. Like if you actually heard it, the entire debate. Let's read the motion, guys. Okay. This is a good practice. This House, as a progressive Filipino voter, would not support protest candidates in national election. Support means to support them, to talk about them, to go for the discussions and go into rallies or whatever. Those are examples of support. So you can't be telling me that, oh yeah, we can still support without voting. Yeah, but that's kind of taking a soft stance. In our case, that is supposed to be in our case, and it means that's a principled concession that you agree with our side that yes, we should put our effort into these people, and yes, we should support these people. So to continue this, change is not just linear, and putting sparks of discussion is important because it helps people start noting and people being more people being started and people being more popular. And wait, let's go to the consistency of principle. On average, a left-leaning voter is more likely to be active about talking about their beliefs, and these kinds of validation of them actually agreeing with their beliefs and acting upon what they believe in within is much more likelier for you to be satisfied than in government side, where they just continually be miserable and accept the fact that there is 0% chance for them winning and there is no point for trying or even putting support in discussion of what's going on because everything sucks. So never have I been more proud to propose this debate. Thank you. Oh no, oppose this debate. So sorry. Thank you.